Welcome to Earthy Goddess Mama. Hey Aries, this is your mid-December love reading. This is for Aries Sun, Moon or Rising, and I have the Osho Zen Tarot here, and I'll be clarifying every card with the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. So we're diving under the surface. How you're feeling is the first card, and what you fear, just going to go under the surface of how you're feeling about whoever you're thinking about right now. And you're feeling really, really abundant, grounded, centered. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is how you're feeling. Very abundant and prosperous. It's like the earth, mama. And yeah, you found clarity, wisdom and understanding has come through to allow you to move into this sense of abundance and prosperity this month of December. Feeling really connected and you're just opening up. You've been she's sitting there in a really connected, grounded, meditative sort of state. So maybe during meditation you've had some form of cosmic download to gain the wisdom and clarity you need this month of mid-month of December. What you're fearing is learning, growing spiritually, finding the right teacher. And you're fearing maybe a teacher that you've got. Maybe you do have someone in your life that's been helping you grow spiritually. You have the earth element here again. So it could be a Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn. And this is quite slow moving energy. You're feeling kind of stuck maybe about your own sense of self-mastery. You feel like you need a teacher. You feel like you're fearing that your spiritual growth is going too slowing down. What you're feeling really disillusioned by is projections. It's really interesting. This is a 7 of water, so you could be dealing with a water sign. In the standard deck, it's about fantasy and illusion, and just having too many choices and daydreaming rather than experiencing. And so this is what you're feeling dissatisfied about. So maybe you're in this person that you're thinking about, you're there facing each other, but you're actually not seeing each other clearly. You're seeing each other through the eyes of your own issues. Everything's just being projected out and then reflected back. It takes a lot of humility and self-reflection to get to a place where you really recognize your stuff as your stuff, and you really acknowledge when someone is treating you in a certain way, it says more about you than it does about them. But if, this is not condoning abuse. It's whatever triggers you. If you're getting triggered by someone else's behavior, then it's your stuff. If you can totally stay in this sort of Zen-like space with total acceptance and unconditional love for everyone around you, regardless of what they're trying to put on you, you know that that's just coming from their own hurt or sense of disillusionment. And then, you can stand with a sense of strong inner resilience and peace, and know that you can hold space and really see people for who they are with pure acceptance and unconditional love. But if you're triggered by something, then know that that's your ego and that's your stuff. There's a wish here. This is the wish card, but it's also a feeling of self-satisfaction and kind of feeling like you don't need to do anything more, but you're missing one cup there. This is kind of like the Bachelor card it's seen. So maybe you're really feeling dissatisfied with this relationship because you feel like you're not really being seen, that You're just not really seeing each other deeply. You're just seeing the projections of what you're both sending back and forth to each other. So you'd rather be single. This is in the space of what you're feeling happy about, which is really interesting. 2 cards wanted to come up. So there's a sense of this sadness, this 3 of Swords moment. You know that you're feeling happy about it because you know you need to, if you want to be single, there's going to be a sense of sadness. You're going to create sadness for someone else. Or there is a sense that to get to this healing, to get to this self-mastery, you know that the ice needs to melt. You know the mask needs to slip. You know that you need to get to a space of pure totality, this total oneness with yourself. This total acceptance with yourself, the sense of when you're always present and not stuck in painful past or he said, she said kind of energy, blame and blame and blame, and you did this, you did that kind of energy. And you let it go and you realize how much of that stuff was actually yours. You're feeling happy about this though, because you're finally you're breaking through the illusion of what was, you know, that wasn't a real way of relating. So you know you need to cry those tears to melt the ice, to allow yourself authenticity, to be able to function like this. So let's grab a radiant right away with that as well, just to see if there's anything deeper. So maybe you've come to an awareness here that you know that these difficult people, these people are trying to obstruct you because you're fearing this. You really want to find this master, and maybe this master just is yourself. But first, to get to that sense of self-mastery, you need to break free from difficult people, obstacles, things in your life that are stopping you, that are keeping you maybe stuck in a feeling of isolation, a feeling that you can't really be total, you can't really be yourself. But this is what makes you happy. So it's showing me that you are fighting off these people. You're crying the tears that need to be cried so you can move into this next phase. Maybe this is the clarity that you've gained just recently, or now, like this mid-December. And what you're feeling sad about is your intuition, because your intuition is guiding you to do something you don't want to do. Your intuition is yelling at you to make these steps forward, to move forward, to clear these power imbalances that are here, to maybe step into this is either power imbalances, because I always see it as this, because I say this all the time, but this guy is not giving from a pure, loving, unconditionally loving, compassionate heart space. He's feeling above these other people. And maybe your intuition is, you're feeling sad about this because your intuition is telling you that maybe you have been in a relationship that was really imbalanced. And there's a sense that you need to release this relationship. But there's a lot of obstacles in doing this. There's a lot of defending you need to do, because you're feeling sad about having to trust your intuition, but your intuition won't lead you astray. There's a sense that your intuition is telling you that you need to be in more of a relationship that's more about giving and receiving. It's more equal, and it's not about not really seeing each other. Like, this is like masks, like both living with masks on. Not really seeing each other. It's just a projection of you onto the other person. There's no wholeness there in relating. No authenticity. And what you don't like about the person that you're thinking about is that they've moved through illusion, and they have moved into that beautiful spiritual place of playfulness. They've moved through the sense of needing to wear a mask. They've cried the tears they needed to cry. They're no longer living in this space of projecting everything on other people. They take full responsibility for who they are. And they've moved into this place of playfulness, but you don't like this about this person you're thinking about. She's the Empress. You're intimidated by this. You're intimidated by her spiritual awareness or his spiritual awareness, their sense of playfulness, and the fact you don't like that they have become the Empress, that they've stepped into their own sense of abundant, creative, fertile, sensual power that is Venus. What's your secret desire for the person that you're thinking about, that you'll be able to move with change? You know you'll get to a place of understanding that both of you will be able to move through this change. You will be able to sit at the eye of the storm, find complete balance, and allow the wheel to turn around you while staying centered and stable and grounded in who you really are. Because we all know that the only thing inevitable in life is change. So you want this change, the secret desire for the both of you. You want the both of you to move away from past pain, to drop the oars, to go with the flow of the stream, to let go of all resistance. You cannot resist the wheel of change. And if you do, you're just going to, you're just going to clog the pipes. Come into my head, that's a real Abraham thing to say. You're just going to mess up things that can flow so easily for you. We need to get to a space of letting go of what's not for us. And when we do that, when we release the need to try and control, this energy, this change, this wheel of fortune energy can flow through your life with ease. You can glide through it with ease and get to this place because there hasn't been resistance. You can get to a place with complete financial abundance and prosperity and just happiness, just feeling into earthy pleasures and life being fun and easy and playful. And it's also happy families, like stable, grounded, centered energies all around you. So this is what you desire for you and this other person that you're thinking about. So we have a lot of earth here. We have we have fire and water as well. And Taurus here, Taurus or Libra here with the Empress. And what you're feeling vulnerable about is about opening your heart. There's no free-flowing energy here. This is clutching, attachment. This is not letting go. This is holding tight to resources. This is keeping things close to your chest. 2 cards come out. You're feeling vulnerable about playfulness. You don't like this about the person you're thinking about. You're feeling vulnerable about enjoying life's pleasures and just appreciating the beauty and the joy of every moment. The major thing about life is change, but life is moment to moment living. What did Rose Kennedy say? Life is not a matter of milestones, it's of moments. And this, the 3 of water, is about celebrating the gift that is this life, enjoying every moment. Keeping that sense of playful youthfulness, that's why I love hanging out with children, because there's going to be a tower moment to come in between these 2 things. A tower moment's going to come in for you to open up, to step into living with presence, living with pure joy and playfulness, and remembering that life is meant to feel good, it's meant to be fun, and the resolution is the Queen of Swords. Something needs to be cut out. Resolution for me, it's just come up, letting go of control and waiting patiently. But the Queen of Swords is also about cutting something out of your life that's not serving you, cutting out things that are not making you feel like this Queen of Pentacles. And you're going to gain this enlightenment this month, Aries, to allow you to. Because you don't like this about the person you're thinking about, that they are in their power of the Empress, they're playful, they're aware. You feel sad about trusting your intuition, but you've got to let go of resistance. You need to let go of control and trust in divine right timing. Lots of messages. I could dive deeper and deeper and deeper. If you want a personal reading, get in touch with me. All my details are below. Big love, deep blessings. I'll see you soon.